My name is Wallace Kantai, very proudly leather wearer. I shall be with you for most of the morning, trying to ensure that we can get as much out of this meeting as we possibly can. We have everyone who we need in this room, so we shall begin. Like I told you, we shall try and make it as compact a program as possible for good reasons, so that at the back end we are able to sit, meet with each other, share ideas, perhaps start doing the beginnings of deals as you're in this room. So thank you for dedicating your time. Our host this morning is Aidan Mohammed, AGH, who's a cabinet secretary for a very, very important portfolio. I call him privately the cabinet secretary for business, because he's the one who drives a lot of what's going on, and we shall be hearing from him later. But before we hear from the cabinet secretary, I want to introduce someone who will help drive this industry. That is the CEO of the KLDC, that is the Kenya Leather Development Council. That's Dr. Isaac Nur. If you can please come and just let us know why we are here. Karibu.
Good morning, everybody. All protocols observed. My names are again Dr. Isaac Mohammed Nur. And from the outset, I must say, I am privileged to join in the initiation of the Leather City. This is my second week in office. And at the end of 3 years, which is the target set by the government, I expect these investors who are present here today and those who will join us along the line to make the model which you must have seen as you come in through a reality. So I have just very brief statements to make. The leather sector holds great potential for the economic growth of Kenya through its lengthy value chain, which cuts across from the farm, where the animals and their herders are, through the manufacturing of the hides and skins into leather products, and as our friend Wallace has just said, almost all of us who are here must be, in one way or another, having a piece of the animal on themselves. This extensive value chain portends massive opportunities for employment, wealth creation, and rural development. Two critical opportunities for development of Kenya's leather sector include the rich livestock base and the huge untapped market of footwear, leather goods at both local and regional market. Therefore, based on the need to leverage these opportunities, the government of Kenya has identified leather as a priority sector for attainment of industrial transformation program and the Vision 2030 development goals. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to work towards promoting a vibrant industry, we need to take note of the various challenges that the industry has faced over time, key among these being high cost of production due to lack of affordable credit for the investors. In addition, leather production generates high volumes of effluent that require efficient management. And to manage the same, tanneries are forced to invest heavily in treatment plants. The high cost is transferred thereafter to the secondary manufacturers of finished leather products, making them uncompetitive. The Ministry of Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, through the Kenya Leather Development Council, has initiated specific interventions to address the sector challenges and ensure transformation of the industry to become more efficient and internationally competitive. Our country envisages becoming a regional hub of manufacturing of leather, footwear, and leather products. To achieve the envisioned growth, a public-private partnership approach is the way to go. Such collaboration will ensure that the goals of the leather sector are achieved faster and in a more coherent manner. The government, through KLDC, wishes to ensure that the available raw materials are value added to the highest level with the establishment of the Leather City in Machakos County, where the common effluent treatment plant will be established. The county, when it is established, the country will move from export of semi-processed leather to manufacturing of finished goods. We wish to move this sector from a foreign exchange consumer to foreign exchange earner. Ladies and gentlemen, the need for your participation in this partnership need not be overemphasized. Thus, KLDC extends its invitation to the investor community to the leather sector, in the leather sector, to join us in the Leather City to make the model you have seen a reality. Thank you. Welcome.
Big round of applause to him again. He's a guy you need to see, by the way, in case you're an aspiring investor. He's the one who's going to tell you which particular building is free for occupation right now. Thank you very much, Dr. Noor. I want to invite a board member of the Export Processing Zones Authority, Amina Said. EPZ is actually EPZ Day, that is a very important part of this, what we're doing here, because as you very well know, the entire framework is changing. And I believe you'll let us know exactly how that's happening. Karibu sana, Ms. Said.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying your breakfast. PS is present, Chairman, KLDC, dignitaries, investors, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to make a few brief remarks. Firstly, on behalf of the Export Processing Zone Authority Board, under our chairman, who couldn't be here with us today, Mr. Abdullahi Abdullah, and the management and our CEO, Mr. Fanuel Kidenda, to express our congratulations to the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, and to our partner organization, Kenya Leather Development Council, on the occasion of the investor launch for the Kenya Leather Park, Machakos. The Export Processing Zone Authority, on our part, can confirm our commitment as one of the partners implementing agency in saying that the Kenya Leather Park project succeeds. Towards this, the Export Processing Zone Authority has set aside 500 acres of EPZ land in Kinani, Machakos County to host the first modern mixed-use industrial park in East Africa, solely dedicated to the leather sector. Drawing from our many years of experience in developing industrial parks, attracting and facilitating investments, the EPZA, in collaboration with the Kenya Leather Development Council, can today proudly confirm that we have completed the master planning phase of the industrial park, and we have similarly finalized and validated the feasibility study and the strategic environmental assessment. As of today, all statutory approvals at both national and county level have been obtained for the new development. These approvals were made possible through extensive stakeholder engagement and public participation process towards ensuring that all concerns for all stakeholders in the projects are addressed in the planning and implementation of the project, not mentioning the tireless effort of the project implementation team. Upon launch and operationalization, the Kenya Leather Park will play a major role towards firmly placing Kenya as a key player in the global supply chain for leather products by providing an enabling, incentivized environment for investments in the sector. The Export Processing Zone Authority therefore looks forward to engage with investors interested in production for exports and with stakeholders in the sector. It is our firm belief that this new initiative will also provide the much-needed impetus to economically empower the marginalized pastoralist communities by providing a ready market for hides and skins and to spur entrepreneurship in leather products within an enabling environment. Thank you so much for your attention.
We now want to hear from the chairman of the KLDC, Mr. Titus Ibui. I'm hoping he's wearing a leather belt, by the way. I can't see clearly from where I am, but he will let us know about that in just a second once he makes it up on stage. Karibu sana.
Good morning, everybody. our CS, the PSs who are here, our investors, the fourth estate, that's the media, who we recognize and we appreciate. And we hope that they will play their role today to feature this event well. And fellow investors, I want to welcome you all to this event. We are gathered here this morning as we start the journey of transforming the leather sector in our beloved country, Kenya. To achieve this transformation, a partnership between the government and the private sector is very much required. I, therefore, on behalf of KLDC, the Kenya Development Council Board, and the management, want to acknowledge and appreciate each one of you for creating time to be here with us this morning. Our country, as well as the entire region, is endowed with abundant raw hinds and skins. We export some of these as semi-finished or semi-processed to other countries who manufacture to finished products which we later import into this country. The Council is fully aware and committed to reverse this trend and drive this country to a full value addition of those raw materials. Hence, the creation, the conception of the Leather City. And I want to congratulate our CS for really coming up with this idea. It was his original idea. He gave it to us, we took it up, and we feel that it's the right thing to do for the benefit of this country and for future generations. Not only us, even for the future generations. So the benefits of this process, that's the value addition, cannot be overemphasized because it will create the employment opportunities for our youth. It will improve our earnings for our industry, create our wealth, and also avail some foreign exchange, which is critical for our national development. That is really the reason why the birth is being given to this, leather park. To achieve the above, KLDC has initiated various other activities that will support the growth sector, and I'm addressing to you the investors. Some of these interventions include the carrying out of the national resource and skills mapping, which we are currently doing or undertaking at KLDC. This will lead to the creation of the Central Leather Sector and Data Bank. That will be critical to planning and supporting investments. We want, as KLDC, we are creating a data bank so that you as an investor, when you want information concerning the leather industry, that information will be availed to you through that exercise, which we are hoping to complete before the end of this year. The Council has also initiated the revision of our strategic plan, the development of the national leather policies, national leather sector policy, as well as the Leather and Development Bill. Kenya Leather Development Council was created by an executive order of the President and gazetted. So we are not yet governed by a law which is enacted, by the Parliament. So we are in the process of having that bill, hopefully by the end of this year, which will give us, as KLDC, a little bit of a muscle to be able to serve you, better. These initiatives are geared towards improving the investors' confidence, as well as creating a friendly local manufacturing environment. To ensure fairness in the local market, the Council will